Bend, Oregon, a town where the Deschutes River flows as freely as the beer. Life just moves at its own pace. The wilderness is right in your backyard, world-class brews are no more than a few miles away, and locals are floating down the river at any given hour if the weather is good.
We're continuing our road trip through Oregon and decided to go off the path and find out just why everybody seems to fall in love with Bend.
I really thought this was going to be overrated.
We'll hit the trails, which doesn't go at all as planned.
My heart's racing. No.
We stumbled upon a store you probably thought was long gone. This is one of the most nostalgic moments for me.
And we find plenty of brews, foods, and sights that are worth coming here for. So grab a seat, and a cold one, because this is Bend, and there's nowhere else quite like it.
Hello travelers, our adventures in Oregon continues. Right now we're in Bend.
They have something really interesting here that, is kind of different from our wine tours we've been doing over the past few months. They have a beer trail here.
That's why our first stop is coming over here to Crux. I want to try one of those famous beers, and we also need something to eat because we were driving all the way from Portland.
Oh, it was a long trip. You deserve a cerveza, mi amor, and I'm starving. So let's go see what they have.
Vamos! If you're a beer guy, like I am, you're gonna love it over here. This is heaven for beer guys because the beer menu is so extensive and they have a lot of options. For me, I ordered this IPA. It's called Half a Brain. It's so good, so hoppy. And Juliana ordered this one because also they have a lot of non-alcoholic options, which is good if you're going to drive or just you don't want to drink alcohol. So it's a great place to start our video. Unfortunately, we got over here a little bit too late for food, but what you can do, they have good beers. But we also heard like the food trucks, they're very good over here.
Normally, I would be panicking if we went to a place and the food's closed, but this just means we get to go to another brewery, which is just down the street. I'm driving.
You're gonna drive, you know?
I'm driving. So we went to a little place called Monkless, our backup spot that actually has a pretty cool menu. I mean, check out this bratwurst I got, loaded with beer cheese and French fries on top. Martine got a delicious Sparrow dish, and I got a little mocktail. Martine got another delicious beer. This has been voted many times as one of the best breweries, not only in Bend, but in America. So, we're in good hands. But my favorite part, my favorite feature of the whole thing, we go to the bathroom and there's monks singing. Not literally, it's a recording, but it definitely made my day.
This is actually very good. I'm so glad we're here. Martin is happy. And yeah, I'm talking in third person. So you're probably wondering, where are we staying?
We're staying at the Hotel Peppertree Bend Best Western Premier Collection. Best Western has been so nice enough to host us to a couple of places we've been staying at during our West Coast road trip, and it's kind of fun because we're getting to experience the different brands of Best Western, which we didn't even know there was before.
That's right, but also something that it's going very consistent is we know what to expect whenever we stay in places like this.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what we need.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've gotten to stay at a couple different Best Western brands now.
Right.
I think that my favorite is the Premier Collection because it just feels upscale. I love that there's a gym, the Wi-Fi speeds are great.
Definitely is the best option for people like us that they work on the road and they also like to be well located and also be in a place that adds a lot of value to what you're paying.
Yeah, definitely. Wi-Fi, breakfast, gym, pool, it kind of has everything we
That's
need.
right.
And we're going to be exploring the city most of the time anyway.
Speaking of which, we need to hit the gym, we need to take a shower, we need to go to bed because tomorrow we have a great day ahead of us.
I'm so excited, Bend. We've been waiting to explore you more. Oh, we told them we were going to the gym, and we gotta go to the gym.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Good morning, everyone. Who's ready for breakfast?
decided to head to Sparrow Bakery because apparently it would be a crime if we go to Bend and we don't come here.
That's right. And we order our food to eat over here, and they give us these nice little, well, this is Juliana's matcha, and that's my latte. And of course, you know us, we order some pastries.
Yeah, and there's one here that everybody says to try. It's called the ocean roll. Kind of like a cinnamon roll, but got a little bit something different going on. And Martine got, of course, a cinnamon.
Yeah, talking about cinnamon, I got the cinnamon nut.
Yeah, it looks delicious. They serve them warm too, which I'm happy about. So let's give it a try. See if it's worth the hype.
Let's do that. Okay.
Wow. I get it. I really thought this was going to be overrated. But no. My favorite part is that there's like all the sugar that accumulates on the bottom.
Oh.
So it's got this like chewiness to it. The actual dough itself is so flaky. It has interesting flavor profile. I believe there's like vanilla, cardamom, some sort of citrusy thing going on here. It's delicious. Actually, I'd love for you to take a bite.
Okay, I will.
It's almost like a little juicy.
Very good.
Worth the wait, honestly.
Check out this view, guys.
And we're in the parking lot right now. We haven't even started the hike.
This is a state park.
Smith Rock State Park to be exact. Today we're going to be doing the Canyon Trail or maybe the Homestead Trail. We're not 100% sure yet. Both start off the same on the Canyon Trail.
Right.
Should be about an hour and a half.
Yeah, more or less. So we put sunscreen, we brought some water, and we're ready to start.
And so we embark on what we thought was a leisurely hike down Canyon Trail. Now, full disclosure, we're not exactly what you'd call outdoorsy. Sure, we know how to find a cheap flight, track down the best local eats, and show you how to deep dive into a new culture. By the way, if that's your thing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But nature's a whole different ballgame for us. But hey, we're determined to be those people who casually throw words around like trailhead. We spot a sign that says Canyon Trail, and like the well-trained airport passengers we are, we figured, perfect, let's follow that. What we didn't realize though is that this was Canyon Trail West. Not just a minor detail, folks, this was a full 3.4 mile moderate hike. Meanwhile, what we meant to do was the 1.5 mile easy hike, which is basically just an adventurous walk.
But oblivious to our rocky mistake, we were thrilled. We were setting the camera down on rocks and filming us enjoying the moment, posing for selfies like we were conquering Everest. We were really doing it. And just as we were feeling all happy about the hiking, we heard the sound of a rattle. I kid you not, guys. A foot from the path was the biggest rattlesnake I ever seen.
We just watched a huge rattlesnake, and it started doing.
It's huge.
It was huge.
It's the biggest one I've ever seen. I feel like it's moving.
Over here is their habitat, so you know they want to be. We have to respect their place, and they don't attack because they want to attack you. It's because they feel in danger. That's the reason why they're giving the warning. That's why they're moving their tails. But it was huge, the biggest one we ever seen.
What do we do?
We have to pass, no?
My heart's racing, mi amor. No. No, mi amor, no. It's huge. It looked like a dragon. Oh, it's going along the trail. It's like right next to where our feet would be. It's right there, guys. You guys know us. We don't hike much. We picked an easy hike. And that rattlesnake just absolutely scared the bejesus out of us and any hopes that we'll become outdoorsy people. How big was it? How wide was it? Show us how big.
It was like this.
It was
so long.
Bigger than the rattlesnakes we saw at the rattlesnake museum we went to in New Mexico.
That's right. Yeah.
The biggest one we've ever seen.
And the sound, it was just so scary, right?
And we should have known, there's no one else on this trail. I think that we turned left when everybody else goes right. So we're gonna try
As usual.
Yeah, exactly. We tried to be off the beaten path, but hey, a little too far off. We're in rattlesnake territory. So we let the rattlesnake stop us. We turned around and we're gonna try to find like the rest of the trail that everybody else goes on.
Sorry, Mr. Rattlesnake.
Sorry.
We're going to another place.
All right, we're back on the correct trail now. Pretty much when you go down from the parking lot, don't go that way. Go that way, towards the bridge where literally everyone else is going.
Follow the family.
Yeah, follow the family, the kids, the people on crutches. They're the ones who are doing the hike we were meant to do.
Oh yes, this is much more our style. I mean, look at this place. It's gorgeous, and there are even otters swimming in the water.
How's it feel to see your favorite animal in the nature?
It feels a lot better, especially after seeing your least favorite animal, the rattlesnake. It's a lot better to see your favorite. So that's pretty good.
So enough of that trail. We return to the trail that we know, the L Trail.
A little bit more our style, I think. You gotta stick with what you know, right? And we're wanting to see as many breweries as possible. So we decided to come here to Bend Brewing Company because heck, they have the name Bend in the name, so
That's right.
it must be good.
Yeah, and I ordered one that is like some kind of guava. If you're familiar with their videos, you know I love guava.
Yes.
So if I see that on the menu, I will order it.
Yes, they have a variety of IPAs here, but they also have some fun little lagers and porters and sours. So there's really something for everyone. No non-alcoholic beer though this time. They did have one mocktail, so that's what I got.
That's right.
Also, they have food here, which is great. So I got the tri-tip sandwich, which is delicious. Their waffle fries are great.
And I ordered the chicken sandwich, fried chicken sandwich.
Yeah, definitely. It's a decent spot for food. You have a nice view of the river as well. So a decent lunch spot. I'm enjoying exploring all these little places.
And as I told before, we earned this.
Yes. This is amazing. We just finished lunch and we noticed that there's a little trail right below the brewery. It turns out it's the river trail and it goes for miles. And there's people picnicking, people tubing. I think we're gonna see more of that in a second. People on kayaks. Bend is so amazing. We're falling in love with it. Ah, what a great day.
One thing that I noticed in Oregon as a state, doesn't matter if you're in Portland or you're here or like you're driving through the state, is nature is very important. And I really like that. I think I really appreciate whenever we're walking towards a place and you are surrounded by mountains, by trees, by animals. It's a nice state. I'm glad we're visiting Oregon.
Can you believe that like maybe 8 years ago you didn't even think you'd ever come to Oregon?
I know, but I'm glad you brought me here. It's a good state. People there are tubing, and in a summer day like this one, I'm very jealous. We didn't bring our swimming suit, otherwise we will be over there in this river because it looks so relaxed, nice. And we were asking, and it's 1.5 hours entire way, and it's not like a rapids. No. They're just chilling, maybe having some soda.
Well, there's one rapid.
There's one rapid.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's easy though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not as crazy as what we experience in Idaho.
No, definitely not.
Okay, that's good, but I'm jealous. And also it's so cool because it's a little shuttle that takes you up in the river, and then you enjoy. You don't have to stress out.
The company actually also rents out tubes, so you don't even need to bring your own if you're coming here on
Está
vacation.
increíble. Second hike of the day, but this one is not as dangerous.
We hope. Our moms didn't raise no quitters, right? If they did, talk to our siblings.
I love that. Hi, Olivia, Eric, and Daniela. And this one, it's a good one because even though we're climbing, the good thing is we can hear the sound of the waterfall.
Oh yeah, the place we're going to, Tumalo Falls. There's just a...
Not tamales.
Not tamales. Don't let those fall. Tumalo Falls. It's just a 1/4 mile hike. It's not too bad. And the paths are plenty wide and there's no rattlesnakes in sight. Dude, we need to go outside more. We need to go out in the nature more.
did.
This is awesome. I mean,
Wow.
sure, we may have seen a rattlesnake earlier, but heck, there's stuff like this out here still worth seeing.
We're
right?
alive. We survived. And this is a surprise.
Question, mi amor, for all the viewers back home who may be new, you're from Mexico.
Right.
Are there places like this in Mexico, or what is your thoughts? Like,
Yeah, they are. But they are not, they don't take care of them very well like they do over here in the States. Like for instance, national parks or state parks. They are well preserved because they're taking care of them. Unfortunately in Mexico, it's not like that. Not in all the places they are like that. I don't want to be like a generalized opinion. But a place like this, yeah, you can find it in Michoacán, Estado de Mexico, Coahuila, like deep forest. Yeah, so you know, like Mexico is not only a desert. The desert is just this little part in the north. But no, of course not.
And yeah, we're on state number 18 in the US, and we've done 17 in Mexico so far, so we're slowly but surely seeing them all. It's kind of fun too because I'd never been here. And I wanted Martine to see Oregon, but turns out I ended up finding some really cool places too.
It's an amazing place.
I love doing this with you.
Yeah.
Seeing each other's cultures, getting to learn more about our own. It's
That's
awesome.
right. We're new people.
Yeah, we freshened up a bit. Now I'm loving that in Bend, there's kind of like these little neighborhoods with their own things going on. It's not necessarily one downtown. There's Old Bend where we were earlier.
And this is Old Mill.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a whole different area, and there's a lot of fun little shops over here we want to check out.
We want to check one specifically, but yeah. Well, this one I found it out whenever I was doing research about Ben, and is old gear. And I'm very curious because probably you guys saw us in different videos going to thrift store.
Yes.
So this one is going to be a little bit different.
It's a thrift store for like outdoors things,
Yeah.
which is funny because, you know, this morning before a rattlesnake encounter, we thought this is the start of our new outdoor persona. I mean, we're going camping soon. Let's stock up on some gear. And you know what? I think I learned that we are not prepared. We do need some more things.
So let's see what we find out over here.
Yeah. This store because they have really good quality products. You're not gonna find a lot of this like activewear at a normal thrift store. And there's so much Patagonia stuff here. You could do your whole wardrobe with Patagonia. I got this one. It's just a little vest. It's 80 bucks. Prices here, they're not gonna be super cheap, but it's definitely discounted from what you'd find in the stores.
And we're gonna take a gift to Napa because probably she's mad that we leaving for a week.
Yeah, we need to get her a souvenir.
So we found this one for her. I think it's her
15
size.
bucks, you can match her mom.
Okay. We ended up finding two things. That is a backpack, Lululemon, and also a jacket, also Lululemon. And I have to say a couple of things. I think the camping things, they're a little limited, I have to say, but they have a lot of things on cycling, for bicycles, for pairing. That's the good thing. And also they have a lot of shorts and jackets. That's a good thing over here. But it's fascinating. I love it. It's a thrift store with a twist.
Yeah, and if you know what you're looking for, it's
Exactly.
a great place to come. Oh man, the nostalgia pulling up here.
Wow.
You guys didn't think we were gonna come all the way to Bend, Oregon and not come here, right?
This is one of the most nostalgic moments for me. I used to go to Blockbuster every single week with my family.
Yeah.
So
This is the last one on Earth.
wow, it's incredible. Like a big industry that was Blockbuster against Netflix, and then
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like we're about to travel back in time. It's about to get real nostalgic up here. But before we go in there, let us know in the comments, what was your favorite movie to rent from Blockbuster?
oh, that's a good one. Really?
It smells like popcorn. It's really, really strong. I think it's straight up butter in here. It's good.
Probably you're wondering, can you still rent a movie over here? The answer is yes, you can. And if I needed to choose one, probably I will rent this one.
Hey, that is very relevant considering we just were in the filming location in Mendoza.
That's right, in Argentina.
And I would get Legally Blonde because, of course, Bend and Snap, kind of fitting right.
I just got a sticker, but what I also got is a lot of things in my chest. Every single Friday, my father took us over there. All the family, we went over there. Everybody was allowed to get one movie and one candy. Oh.
One of my parents let me get. I wasn't allowed the candy. You guys didn't think we were done with the breweries yet, right? We still have another meal. So the ale trail has grown to include a lot of breweries over the years, but a lot of the guys who went and started those breweries actually got their start here at Deschutes. So they obviously know what they're doing here. They've been here for 36 years and they've won so many awards. Their menu is extensive. Martine's enjoying his IPA, but one thing that blew me away is they have not only one but two non-alcoholic beers, and specifically their non-alcoholic porter won the gold at the most recent World Cup of Beer. Is that what it's called? The World Beer Cup. Who knew that existed? So anyway, this place is popping. They have a great food menu too. I'm excited to dive into the pizza. And so we hit up 4 breweries in total. Good for us.
The food also here is good, and the beer as well.
Of the 4 breweries we went to, what one was your favorite?
It will be complicated. I think between this one and the Monk, it will be a tie.
Monkless?
Monkless.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
I like the concept of the other one. The food that was amazing, the beer was amazing, and also the place. You know, this one is a little bit more easy, let's say like that. But in the other one, it has like a... Well, you told me about the bathrooms.
Really? That was the defining factor?
It's something different, but great food in both of the places.
And the beers?
The beer's so good. The beer's so good. Like both, they were very, very good beers.
You're in luck because you love IPAs, and this is like IPA city.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I'm a happy guy. Where are we, Jules?
Pilot Butte. No, we're at a place called Pilot Butte. It's actually a volcano. It's one of the 6 volcanoes that are within a city limit in the US. I ain't scared. So this is probably the best place to watch the sunset here in Bend. And during the summer months, you can drive to the top. Otherwise, you can hike. We saw a ton of people doing that, but we've done enough of that today.
Too
no
many
more
hikes.
trails for us. I don't know, mi amor, when the waitress asked us, when we told her about our YouTube, when she asked us what our favorite place we've been to so far in the US was, I was surprised when I said that this place came to mind, like already. I think it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, definitely we'll have a spot on the list over there around the top.
Yeah, definitely. Bend was amazing. We want to know, have you guys ever been to Bend? Are you interested in coming to Bend?
Have you ever been to Bend?
Exactly.
And that wraps up the cities that we're gonna visit in Oregon, but we still have to visit the coast.
I'm excited, so stay tuned because we have a lot of adventures up our sleeves. We left a video over to the side for you guys to watch next.
So long,
Travel well.
and make the world your neighborhood.
See you guys next time.
Bye.